SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week. I know you're about the team and all that, but what getting that for the first time, what was that like?
It was exciting. The first person I saw it come up on my phone, I called my mom, and she was telling me how proud she was of me. But, it was a good performance, with the whole team, the whole squad. Like I said earlier in the year, even if I didn't win it, it's a group award. It's about everybody else, and, everybody had a good game, so everybody shines.
Cooper, speaking of group awards, I think 4 offensive linemen have been honored. What does that mean to you in that group that y'all have been cited by the SEC?
It means growth to me. I think we've found a way, play a little bit cohesive as a group, all 5, and we've all taken a step forward, and I think a lot of it, falls on Coach Ellerby. He pumps, life into us every day and makes sure, he harps on the details, and I think the fruits of that are being seen this year.
So your dad played here, your older brother played here, you're from Knoxville. What does it mean for you to be a part of this turnaround at Tennessee?
It means everything. I came here off of a season where we won, I think, like 7 of 8, so I thought we were going in the right direction, and then the next year didn't really work out how we wanted to. We didn't get as much wins. It didn't really feel great. So to kind of see how many steps we've taken since I first got here in 2020 during COVID year, it's really special for sure.
Cooper, this might be a dumb question, but when you guys get those weekly awards, is there like an actual award, or is there just recognition?
Maybe at the end of the year. I don't really know if there's like a plaque or anything. I got a tweet if that counts, but that's about it.
You were the 4th of the, you guys have been rotating at left tackle, but the other 4 starters have been pretty standard. You were the one that hadn't won it yet. Were your other teammates, Javontes, Darnell, or Jerome, giving you any? When are you going to get yours or anything like that?
No, nobody says anything like that. They're just happy when we win. That's it.
You guys are semifinalists for the Joe Moore Award, which is like the award for the best offensive line in the country. Were you guys aware of that, or at any point have y'all told what that award was?
We're very aware. Joe Moore, we have a poster of it up in our meeting room. It's our biggest goal. So we've been focusing towards it all year. I just recently, before walking over here, found out that we were semifinalists. So, it speaks as a whole about our coach, our coaching staff, and how much they've helped us grow and how far we've come, for sure.
How much has that been discussed? Tell me how you guys mentioned it before you get the poster up.
As far as like getting that as one of our goals.
Goal.
Oh yeah, well, I mean it's pretty big time if you're an offensive lineman in college football. We don't get awards really. We don't get stats or anything. So, you got to work towards something, and that's definitely the biggest award for all 5. The whole group. So we're trying to be the best O-line in the country every week.
A couple of things. How has Glenn Ellerby helped this offensive line?
Consistency, I would say, is the biggest thing. You know exactly what you're going to get out of Coach Ellerby, and he cares for you as a person, all the way throughout life. It's not just football. He cares about your whole person, and just seeing him come in with a consistent energy every day, and where it's coming from, a place of positivity and trying to help you grow. I think we've talked about it a lot. Everybody talks about, touch the line and stuff like that, but Coach Ellerby doesn't do it just because he's a coach. He does it because he wants you to be the best person you can be, and that's showing in our play a little bit, I think.
And when you were a lot younger, you played for a great offensive lineman, Tim Irwin. How did Tim Irwin help develop you?
He spoke a lot of confidence into me, and maybe to me directly, but to my family, my mom and my dad. He coached me, I think, when I was either in 5th grade or maybe in early middle school, and he's one of the greats here, and my dad told me all how great he was, but he was a little bit older, so I didn't, the resemblance wasn't there, but he's a big old dude, so, I believed it.
Cooper, a couple of things. How's Cade doing with the Carolina Panthers?
He's really good. Every time he goes out there, I think he's on field goal block, so he plays only probably like 5 or 6 plays a game, if it's a pretty good game. So he's just, trying to grow, be a better human being, and I think it's coming together for him well.
And are you sick of hearing Sandstorm in practice to get ready for the crowd noise?
Shoot, no, I think it's a pretty good song. I actually like it, but it's going to be a good environment. We're excited about it.
So just a quick follow-up. How are you guys going to specifically be better in handling the visiting crowd noise versus Georgia?
We just, got to be better all around, got to be locked into our details. They're obviously a great crowd, great environment, loud environment, so we've got to be on our P's and Q's for sure.
Coach Ellerby talked earlier this season about kind of the cast of characters in your O-line room. Just could you talk about that group overall, and what is it like, and how's the chemistry among all of you?
Chemistry is great. We go in there and have a ball. It starts, like I said, it starts with Coach Ellerby. I think if you ask Coach Ellerby, he loves the meeting room. It's probably his favorite thing all day. He'll even say it himself. I don't know if he'll say it to y'all, but the meetings are his domain. That's his place. So it starts from the top down. We walk in there, he's blaring music, excited and ready to go for the day, and you kind of just feed off of that. So we love each other. We're all trying to get to the same goal, and I think it's working out really well.
Are there any particularly unique characters in that group? Like, who's the funniest? What do we not see behind the scenes?
Funniest? Y'all have to ask everybody else. I don't know. I think all of us, all 5 of us, or 6, or whoever all's been playing. We're all pretty different guys. I don't know exactly how you would grade it out, but I think I'm pretty high up there on the funniness category.
Cooper, I know there's more involved than just the offensive line, but Hendon Hooker, he's been sacked 6 times at Georgia, 4 times against Missouri. Does the offensive line pay attention to that? Do you say, hey, this was somebody's fault here or there? How do you view that?
We view it as something to get better at. We've been letting him get hit too much, and we got to shore up some things, as a whole group, and we got to figure out how to protect him. He's the forefront of our offense, and we got to keep hands off of him at all times.
Cooper, a lot of people talk about how you have to be sort of the tempo setter on the offense. I guess you have to be the first one to line up on the ball. What do you remember about that being pitched to you as the center when the staff first got here? And is that something you just had to do, kind of develop and practice a mindset of being the first one down the field and getting on the ball and getting everybody else lined up behind you?
It takes development. It didn't take me too long to catch on, but I'm just the guy that kind of all of my career, a lot of people have probably said I'm like too small or whatever. So I've kind of just had to adapt and just find a way to win. So whatever a coach has ever told me, I kind of just take it and run with it. So if I'm playing, like my freshman year here, I played tight end, new thing, coming in with a new offense, it didn't really matter. I just trying to tackle it head on and do it the best I can.
Was it different, obviously, being an offensive lineman, being told you need to run downfield as fast as you can and get lined up that fast?
Oh, it's definitely different. I mean, it's not probably crazy different, but as you can see by the way we operate, it's probably unlike any other country or any team in the country.
Cooper, tell me if I'm wrong here. I think your first start was against Florida in 2020. Where have you gotten better since then to now?
I'd say overall knowledge and growth just within the scheme and everything. Just really growth in all aspects of football. I think I kind of know a lot what's coming now. I think I went out there and just the only thing really on my mind when I went out there the first time, it was my first time playing center. Like I think I was out for all the preseason in fall camp for all the scrimmages. I ended up being out for all those scrimmages. So it was my first time really going out there and playing center in a football game, and it was against Florida, and they were like top 10, top 5, something. So I was kind of just focused on going out there and playing hard, but I think I've grown a lot in consistency and just overall knowledge of the game.
Thanks, Cooper. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.